Okay, all, Brad here. Today we're working with Venetian Plaster. Kind of sounds like a drunk Italian man. No, it's not a drunk Italian man. This particular Venetian Plaster we're using today, we're using from Behr Paints. Can you take a look at that? We're using it from Behr Paints Venetian Plaster. And to be honest, that Venetian Plaster is not real Venetian Plaster, okay? But for what we're doing today, it's going to work absolutely perfect. A real Venetian Plaster's aggregate is actually marble dust. And it's that marble dust that when you shine it or burnish it, really gets nice and shiny, okay? This particular stuff has got no marble dust in it at all. It's actually just a thickened latex paint. It's very good for the process we're doing. We're going to do a Venetian Plaster, but I'm not going to shine that Venetian Plaster up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it a flat finish, and that's going to give us kind of an adobe look, Pueblo look, that Southwest style, which is what we're looking for this particular client. Alright, so instead of me blabbing, I'm going to get some of the plaster on the walls here, and we'll take a look at, that was unexpected, and we'll take a look at how to do Venetian Plaster. Really simple, putting it on your blade, not that difficult, is it? Not that difficult so far? Alright, Venetian Plaster, all you're really doing is you're spreading it on your wall, and you're spreading it on the wall, and you're keeping it really random, okay? If you start doing a pattern, you're going to have to do that pattern throughout. Not a good idea. The best Venetian Plaster is actually done by rookies that aren't paying attention to what they're doing and are very random. When you do Venetian Plaster, it takes a good 6 years to get really good at not having totally random strokes. In other words, if you keep doing a certain stroke, you're going to have to keep doing that the rest of the time there. Another thing you'll see is I've got, what do we say, a 10-inch blade here. If you go to Home Depot, they sell you the 4-inch blades. Okay, if you had a 4-inch blade, you'd be working on this wall a very long time. So I suggest give up that, go for a 10-inch blade, and we'll go from there. Once again, let's get back to it. All I'm really doing is just getting it on the wall. If you notice, I've already got the wall red. It's really just a primer that's on the wall. The Venetian Plaster is red. When I do a Venetian Plaster, it's better for me to use red, a red primer, than it is for me to use a gray primer. I really get the highlights that I want from the red almost immediately. So you can still see through it because it's a translucent paint. On the second coat, it's not going to be as translucent, but I am going to get that texture, that color difference, which is what I'm really looking for. Alright, I'm going to keep working here. In the next video you'll see, we'll have some more of it done and we'll go from there. So, see you in the second video. Peace.